Gil Martin here, and welcome everybody to today's episode of the Daily Packers Post, where we bring you in-depth videos on your Green Bay Packers. We have new episodes dropping every day, Monday through Friday, so hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our website at thepackerspost.com for in-depth articles on your Green Bay Packers. Today, we examine whether or not the Packers should re-sign potential free agent linebacker Quay Walker. This is going to probably be one of Brian Gutekunst's most difficult decisions with potential free agents this offseason. Walker going to be an unrestricted free agent next month unless the Packers re-sign him before then. And look, the Packers don't have a lot of cap space this offseason, although Gutekunst can certainly free up enough cap space by restructuring some deals and maybe releasing a player or two in order to re-sign Walker, add some free agents, and make a number of other moves. So we go through the reasons why maybe the Packers should and maybe should not re-sign Quay Walker. I mean, Walker was a first-round pick of the Packers, 22nd overall pick back in 2022, and became an immediate starter. He has been a starter for 4 years, and for each of his 4 years with the team, he has led the Packers in tackles, even when he missed a few games. He has a good combination of size and speed, plays the run very well, and look, he has matured, and that's been great to see. As a rookie, he was ejected from 2 games, one for hitting an opposing player who was not even dressed for the game on the sideline, and another time he actually struck a trainer from the other team, was ejected twice, but he has since matured, and he is now a leader on this team, even wears the green dot so that he can communicate with members of the defensive coaching staff before the snap of the ball. So you got to love that progression made by Walker. And look, he plays the run well because of his speed. He can get sideline to sideline, run down ball carriers. And he's also valuable as a spy to keep an eye on opposing quarterbacks who are likely to run with the football. You can have Walker be the guy who prevents them from breaking off a long run on a scramble and picking up a valuable first down. As far as why they should not sign him, however, despite the high total tackles, not a lot of big plays out of Quay Walker. I mean, first of all, a lot of his tackles do come far downfield after the opposing ball carrier has already gained a few yards. And then in 4 seasons in his NFL career, he's intercepted 1 pass, recovered 1 fumble, and he hasn't forced a fumble in the last 3 seasons, really since his rookie year back in 2022. But the biggest issue or question mark about Walker is that he struggles in pass coverage. According to ProFootballReference.com, opposing quarterbacks completed 78.5% of their passes when throwing to receivers covered by Walker last year. And the year before that, it was higher than that at 80.4%. Pro Football Focus, on the other hand, never really gave Walker good grades throughout his career. He ranked in the bottom 10% among qualified linebackers this past season. His coverage grade was poor, and his best mark from PFF came at rushing the quarterback. Now, the Packers may have a replacement on the roster in Ronhopper. He's a 3rd-round pick in 2024, but has only seen limited action on defense. Like Walker, Hopper has speed and is physical. He can make those plays sideline to sideline, but is he ready and capable of becoming a full-time starter? If he is, that would make Walker a lot more expendable. And remember, the Packers could also sign a new linebacker in free agency, make a trade to get a linebacker, and or add 1 or more players at the linebacker position in the 2026 draft. But keep in mind, the Packers do not have a first-round pick this year, and they have other areas that are bigger needs than linebacker right now. What would it cost to keep Quay Walker, well, it's a little complicated. First of all, Brian Gutekunst declined the fifth-year option on Walker last offseason. Now, part of the reason was that edge rushers who play outside linebacker were also calculated into the math that determined how much money it costs to sign a linebacker on the fifth-year option. So it jacked up the price, and Gutekunst balked at that. But he did say, even after he declined the fifth-year option, that he wanted to sign Walker to an extension. But here we are, almost a year later, and that has never happened. According to SpotTrack.com, the projection for Walker is an $8.3 million a year salary on a 3-year deal if he hits the free agent market. Now, that would not break the bank, but by comparison, Hopper's salary and cap hit this year, $1.548 million. That saves you a little less than $7 million a year if you go with Hopper. So long-term at linebacker, Isaiah McDuffie will be entering the final year of his contract this year. And then Edgerrin Cooper, the other starter at linebacker, he has 2 years left, 2026 and 2027, on his rookie year. So if you keep Walker, you're adding stability, continuity, and keeping a guy who's been a leader. But you have to figure out whether or not that cost of roughly $8.3 million is excessive. The Packers could use the cap space in other areas if they find a cheaper alternative who they feel can be as good or better than Quay Walker. So this may be the toughest decision that Brian Gutekunst has to make among the potential unrestricted free agents on the team this year. And I think the likely outcome is that Walker gets more money if he hits the market, and that's what he's probably going to do. But we'll see how it all plays out over the next few weeks. Don't forget to visit our website at thepackerspost.com for in-depth articles on the Packers. Here on YouTube, hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss one of our episodes. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe. Thanks so much for watching today's episode of the Daily Packers Post. And of course, go Pack Go.